new guy. Obviously,
Very
chaotic. Very chaotic. Very first impressions is very chaotic. Let's see here. Digging a hole, not listening to us numerous times after we said to stop, and he clearly doesn't know what no means and was just being pushy.
Yeah.
And then, what's next? Tried to beat me up, even though it was a non-PvP zone.
Quite a few times, my ad.
Yep. Tried to take the sniffer egg. I got that back, thankfully, though.
Swiped the window.
Yep. Got the window. Broke the floor just so that he could have the water, which, in my opinion, makes sense to an extent. But at the same time, he could have said that via messages instead of just trying to get rid of the water altogether. And then he said that it was way too much water inside of the actual room, even though he's literally a Merling.
Yeah. I don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
So, what do we think? Because I personally think, again, just me, I personally think that he might be a liability.
Yeah. And then there's the message that he sent via my DMs and plus on Minecraft as well. So, in my opinion, I don't think he's 13 or older. I think he's at least 11 or 12. Because only around that age is when you start to act really immature.
Yep. And that's like, that goes against TOS, right? Like, I don't mean Discord, I mean server TOS.
Yes. Let's see here. Because the other person, I mean, they've been nothing but a gem. The entire time.
So far,
yeah, Mystical Cat.
Nothing bad.
No, they were even very nice and polite to me when they asked if they could join. And I asked if they had Discord, la-di-da-di-da.
And there's also, they also just took their room, and they actually chose their room. They went out and they chose their room very nicely.
Mm-hmm.
You know? It was good.
Yeah. So far, the other person seems to be very polite. And then the very first person that I invited before these two still has a bit of chaotic energy, but behaved, I will say.
They didn't do the whole being a hole down to however freaking deep it is, just to have a hoo-ha laugh.
Yeah. So, honestly, I'm with you on this, Indy. I do believe that they might be a liability. But at the same time, they're still new. They are young and they need to learn. And we just need to push them in the right direction.
Yeah.
So the more we teach with like a good pace, I believe they would improve. Because they kind of remind me a more chaotic version of Red. No offense, Red. But Red was
yes.
the slow turn.
I can very slightly see that, actually.
Yes.
If he had a huge amount of chaos in it, it is, yeah.
Yes, but he's more chaotic than Red. And don't get me wrong, Red has her moments. She absolutely has her moments. But
yeah.
I see you looking at me.
And he looks at me.
Look at her.
She looks at me. Now look at her. She looks at me. Now look at her.
Oh, thank you, bestie. But the reason why I was going there is because Red was needed to have a bit more guidance. And I believe she learned some of that guidance from me, mainly about her emotions and how to express those, instead of being straight up a dick. Um, so I think with this new person, we do the same what I did with Red, which is time, patience, and explanation.
Alright. I
Um,
give it a month.
a month?
I give it a month. I'm saying a hard limit on a month. If he doesn't stop doing at least the really chaotic stuff in the next month, I would just like to propose that he just get kicked.
Yeah.
A month is an awfully long time, by the way.
Especially with your standards, yes, a month is pretty long.
Like usually I'd say maybe a week, but we have to give it time. These kind of stuff doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah. I mean, with Red, it took me, what, 2.5, 3 months max, just to get her to feel a bit more comfortable and to get her a bit more mellow. So,
Well, yeah, but that's different.
yeah, I know it's different, but I'm taking what I've learned with Red with this new person.
Yeah, that I can see why that's applicable. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, if he does show some maturity within that month, then I say we give him another month. If nothing changes and he's still chaotic as hell, then he will absolutely be kicked from the town. He won't be outlawed. He'd have to probably have like an application to apply to the town if he wanted to. And I only say that because of, I mean, look at everything that he already did. So,
I feel like we might. I'll put a pin in this for the next meeting. Stricter standards, possible stricter standards for newcomers.
yeah. I feel like that might be an entire rule book by itself for new people, and once those new people like actually prove that they're mature and calm enough and such, then we can like release some of those quote unquote chains.
Yeah. So I just don't know.
Yeah.
It just really feels like not, you know.
Yeah. Red. What is your input on this? Since we don't have the helper attending this meeting, you've been pretty good at judging characters.
Why? Give him a bit. They're muted. Oh, don't like him.
Yeah.
Game chat. Okay. Hang on, let me local. Oh, hello.
Beetle, finally.
Yo, yes. Yo, what's going on? We're in the upstairs. There's a. You got the recording, right?
I've got a recording, yes, because we don't have the transcriber.
What's going on?
Okay, so
Yeah,
can you real
worry,
quick
take
come
your time.
upstairs?
Yeah, we're upstairs in the central tower thingy. By the way, we really do need a name for this because I feel like town hall isn't appropriate because it's just a tower.
The double T, town tower.
The double T.
I saw your disappointed head shake, bestie.
Fucking double T. Head shake of disappointment.
Okay, we're up here. There should be a ladder.
Yeah. There is a ladder. If you have a look.
Yes, yes.
Which one? Yeah, your designated chair is.
This one's right here. Yours is right here. So just right click it without anything in your hand.
Jumping on right now, that's your chair,
Yeah. Right click it with nothing. There you go. Okay.
Later on, you should mark the shelf that is your chair anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. So, alright. Basically, do you want to do the rundown, or do you want me to?
I can do the rundown. So we've got 3 new people into the town. One of them is currently being, at best, just a little chaotic, at worst, somewhat antisocial. Their name is Unspoken Coot, and currently they've dug a hole right next to this building, actually, all the way down to, I think, at least deep sea level, maybe a bit deeper, just for laughs, because someone's going to fall in and it's going to be funny, apparently. They've destroyed glass in my inn, which, is hard to do on accident. They've tried attacking Flame a bunch of times, even though the town is a no PvP zone. I can't exactly describe well the water situation, so Flame, you can do that. And just in general, I personally don't get good vibes from him, but it remains to be seen if he can actually be a good person. It's just so far he's been doing quite a lot of things that I wouldn't approve of.
I agree with a lot of the things that what I've seen. If this is the topic, yes, I've seen in the chat Flame trying to control the situation and it not ending out control because of this person would just refuse to listen. So yes, I agree with the situation, and I suggest, in my humble opinion, to kick them out.
Thank you.
If possible, of course. I don't know the rules of the server and stuff like that, but yeah.
But Flame has suggested that we give him a little more time, and I said I'm being generous here, saying a limit of a month, because I know this stuff takes time. If it were my own town, just based off of what I would want to do with my own town if I had one, I wouldn't tolerate more than a week of it, but I'm giving the benefit of the doubt, because of the things that he said to Flame in DMs, which then got forwarded to Staff General.
Alright, interesting. So he said something to Flame in DMs. Let me see here.
It's in Staff General, yeah. Go check.
Alright, let me look. Okay, so there's a point to chaotic, and there's a difference between chaotic and there's a difference between just flat out not listening to the town leader. What are we doing?
Yeah, it's okay. Let's put this in a good example, right? If we want to look at a very good example of chaotic, we look at Red. Sorry, Red. You are a bad chaotic, but you are the good kind of chaotic. You go around, you do your own thing, it's great. And now we look at a bad example of chaotic, which is the person we're talking about.
It can get out of hand. I can see it. It can get out of hand.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, with Red, from what I have seen, respects boundaries, and this person has not listened to a single goddamn word that any of you guys have said.
Yeah, not until we repeated it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put this into perspective. You join a town, you're not in charge, the people who are in charge are actively keeping an eye on you. You want to make a good first impression, right? This is the opposite of a good first impression. You want people to like you from the outset. I may be autistic, but I understand that much. Also, yes, I am using accelerated in real life right now.
Exactly. exactly. No, I get you 100%. No.
So what I proposed, what
Potato in my hand.
as Indy did say, I proposed that we give the guy a chance because again, we don't know the age of this guy and we weren't gonna actively ask him for a specific number. Um, so my guess is that they're actually younger than what we've already had the TOS inside of our town server for. And with that being said, he's
Oh, no,
relative.
sorry.
Hmm?
Small, I will just like to cut you off here. When I was speaking about that, I didn't mean town Discord TOS. I meant the actual server.
So, if it is below the server TOS, I would believe that would come to the concern of actually asking the person's age at that point.
Because what it is, we feel like he's 11 or 12, and this is meant to be 13 minimum.
Actually, whenever you first join the server, every time you rejoin the server, it is recommended via the server that you have an adult either keep the chat on or keep the chat off if you're under the age of 13. It's for all ages. Now, Discord service is you have to be either 13 or older. That's the thing right there.
I'm just having a look through.
I see. Okay, so you know what I'm thinking?
I think you're eating food. Did you mute when I said I think you're eating food?
Yes. Because I was like consuming delicious rabbit meat.
Oh, ooh.
For me, I don't know.
Another.
Okay, so
You want 2 potatoes here?
Back to the schedule. Even though there is no schedule.
yeah.
As I was trying to say, since this guy is thought to be younger, at least 11 or 12, I say we give the kid a chance and give him proper guidance so that he can learn, especially with a new town. Because he did tell me that his old account got hacked for Minecraft, which is why he needed another town.
What's his old account, by the way?
I have no idea, but I can ask him via Discord after this meeting is over, and I will let you know the details.
The reason I ask is because it depends on the user, but it might be someone that we don't like. It might be someone like that. It could also be a cover story, so we do have to keep that in mind.
Alright. So, you know what I'm thinking? I think that we warn them. Say, hey, you listen to us. If you don't listen, then there will be consequences. And Flame can take the consequences.
Yeah, I feel like... Besides, we're going to figure this stuff out in like 13 days anyway.
Do I take this? I feel bad for not taking it.
Take it. Take it.
Yeah. It's just, I'm trying to be critical here. I understand that it might not be the best course of action to be critical, but someone has to be.
Yeah.
If somebody doesn't tell them if they are not knowledge, then somebody who will come by who is an asshole will tell them that it's not so nice.
Yeah, we won't.
Ignore me.
Basically, we don't want to become, what's the freaking word? Not people pleasers. We don't want to let people step all over us, that's the one.
Doormats. We don't want to be doormats.
Yes.
There's doormats, there's yes mans, yes womans, etc., etc. But I,
Oh no, men and yes women are different to doormats.
yeah, but
Y'all want to Skype at intervals, by the way? Off topic.
yeah,
Okay.
but as I was saying, I wanted to give the person a chance because, like I said with Indy before you joined the call, they reminded me of when I first met Red. Like, of course, it was a different type of chaotic, obviously, but Red did eventually start to get better based off of my guidance, or so they told me like a few times. Um, correct me if I'm wrong, Red. Okay, but yeah. So I just want to try and give the guy a chance. If he does not heed, we will do things the same way I would do with moderation, since I am the mayor, and I don't want him or her, I'm not sure of their gender, to feel like we're ganging up on them because they're new and possibly really young. They also could be very young and very autistic as well. We don't know that.
That's true. However, I don't think being very autistic merits not asking. Because it's very common, I feel, just speaking as an autistic person, obviously it could affect him differently. But I feel like you don't, if you're that deeply autistic, you wouldn't do anything without asking.
Well, I don't want to say this.
But again, it could be him affecting him differently, and it could affect him in such a manner where he thinks it's fine to do that.
Yeah, because there's, if I remember correctly,
the concept of innate social boundaries. That's the thing.
Yeah, but there could be a multitude of different reasons why this person is acting the way he is. Maybe it's personal life, maybe it's like disorders that he may have. We don't know. We're not gonna go off the deep end and say, hey, you've done this, boom, you're outlawed. And then he's left feeling like he did something extremely wrong, gets really depressed or something, and does something stupid. I don't want that.
Yeah, we'll give him a bit, definitely. I have to put my personal feelings aside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the least he could do, though, right? The least he could do is actively try. Actively try to at least be part of this community.
Yes. I will say he did finally stop after I gave him the final warning. Kind of you two don't know who this person is, but similar to with Devil. It was until we got that final warning.
Oh, it's Devil.
Ugh.
No, okay. There's a very clear difference between this guy and Devil. Devil's worse.
No, yeah. If we can deal with Devil, we can deal with this guy.
I very much see your point, yeah.
Yeah. So we've dealt with worse as moderators, and as people in general, we've dealt with worse. We can do this. We're a team. We can do this.
Yeah. I mean, it helps. It helps that we've got some real life experience dealing with douchebags as well, right?
That's such a blunt way to put it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's real.
Like it's not even. Listen, I had what I can most affectionately describe as a bully friend in school.
Bully friend.
We used to have banter, and he used to but it was all in good fun. I feel.
Yeah.
And we were on good terms. It was just like the occasional couple of times,
Mhm.
It was all in good fun.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But okay, let's do this in local. All in favor of giving the new person a chance, say I in chat.
Oh, different of how I is meant to be spelled. Because in this context, I always thought of it to be spelled that way.
Kind of like, oh, yes.
Okay, Red. I think Red's actually fully AFK. So, alright. We will give this guy a month's time, and that will be next month on the 17th. If he does not pick up his act, or if he does something worse like stealing, or anything of the other sorts beforehand, and he does get into big trouble, like having to do something that he doesn't like, then he will obviously be kicked out.
If he does dig more holes, though, that doesn't count. Digging more holes and like the animal stuff, that doesn't count as worse.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Mystical.
I want to be clear, like what exactly are the boundaries on that then? What would we consider to be still somewhat normal for him?
So if he's got his own plot and he's like digging a hole or trying to get it,
no, if it's in his own plot, that's fair game. I just
mean,
like non-plot.
Non-plot. So griefing people's buildings, especially with the inn. So that's not normal because griefing is a big no-no. This includes like the floors, the windows, or anything else in between, like taking things off the item frames.
Yeah, if he wants something, he can ask.
Yes, and then
build that into it.
And then obviously respecting authority. If a mayor or helper, sheriff, co-mayor, or even a town ally that knows better says to not do something and they continue to do it, that is disrespect, and we can always do something to make him not, Sorry, I've had a long day.
Yeah, we've got to, I think in order for that to work, though, in order for him to learn that, he has to learn who is in a position of authority and who isn't. Because right now, I feel like to him, it might have felt like everyone was demeaning him for no reason.
Yeah.
Like they weren't in position of authority, they might have been equal, etc., etc. He ought to learn who the mayor and co-mayors and helper and such are.
After this meeting, you or me or whoever wants to do it, that has the power to do it, will go ahead and make another channel which says who has what roles inside of the town or even outside of the town. And if I can figure out how Twins does that with the server introductions before they actually fully enter the server, that will. Okay, all right. So that is going to be the first thing that they see along with the rules, and then they can then explore from there.
Let's see, where's the? Oh, it's not going to be in here. Oh, community isn't enabled. You need to enable community in order to do that.
Oh, is that something I have to do as the owner?
No. I can do it, but it's just. Do bear in mind that activates onboarding.
Okay.
So you have to be onboarding before. Oh wait, Red said something in the you've read that. That's good. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me make the. What do we call this? Roles channel? Authority channel?
Positions. Positions.
Positions. Got it. Edit channel. Let me edit channel palms. Permissions. Let's see. Everyone. Send messages off. Send messages in threads off. Create public threads. Create private threads. Off. And then everyone who's got admin privileges can override that. That should be fine.
Yeah. So far, the only people that can do that is co-mayor and mayor.
Yeah, so us too.
Yeah. was not planning to stay up until 4 a.m. today, but things happen.
Flame, which is going to be. Let me have a look. Flame 02845.
Don't forget to add Discord pans as well. That way, if they have a question.
That's going to be at myself in game.
Hey Indy, I feel like this should be important for you to know because Beetle and Red knows this. A few hours ago, I got home and my dogs killed one of my cats.
Oh!
So that's why I've been down. I don't know if you've noticed. But I just wanted to let you know, just in case.
Yeah. In-game. Red Queen 6621.
The username of the player.
No, I know, I've got.
Oh, no, Red was asking.
No, I know, I've got it. Okay, so. That's looking good so far, yes? Sorry I added all of you, but that should.
Yeah. It's that. Unspoken Coot 76.
And be aware, they are on Bedrock, so they might use the bugging thing.
Oh, don't forget that Gibbons is also a town ally.
Oh, yes. Town ally. At Gibbons.
And then there's the sheriff, and that's Nexus Hertz.
Yeah, in game that is Zenless. Then we got sheriff. Who is. Is Nexus Bedrock?
No, Nexus is not Bedrock.
Okay. There you go.
Alright, there we go. That looks good.
Okay. I mean, the main ones to know, really, is just you, I guess, and then the town allies.
What? It's all of us. We're all in this.
No, I know, but if there's. Listen, if there's one person they absolutely have to know about, it's you, first and foremost. You're the final call, right?
Yeah. Thank you,
Like,
Bestie.
what you say goes. Even if. I will put it this way. Even if the rest of us don't like it, if you make a choice, it's final. It's like in Parliament in England, we have a whole system where new laws have to get passed, and the final thing that has to happen is that the current king or queen has to sign it, like they have to approve it, and so you're basically like that. You're the final call.
Yeah. So I guess Red was our transcriber for that whole thing.
Were you not recording the whole thing?
No, I was. but she also did the basic
Touch
rundown. Yeah.